right, YouTube. Got something in the mail from Wall, and I think I know what it is. I think it's the new high vis. I think it's the new I forgot what it's called, to be honest with you. That new clipper that Wall came out with. Hopefully that's it, because if it's anything else, it's gonna be a womp womp womp. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vapor. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. The Vapor. All right. All right. Okay. Boom. Packaging on point.
That's not your team. I mean, you don't. You have play.
Packaging is on point right now. The experience. Packaging is on point. Packaging is on point. But ultimately, we don't care nothing about the packaging. Check it out. The Vapor, the Wall Vapor, the F32 Fade Blade. Let me get better lighting so you guys can see it better. Hold on. All right, here it is. It looks pretty good. It's lightweight. It's not really like super heavy. Let me compare it to the Instincts, because it kind of feels small as well. Well, it's not. I mean, it's bigger for sure, but it's not that much. It's not that much bigger. Let me see. It's not. It's about the same size, just a little bit of little notch down here. Let me see how it sounds. The lever is smooth too. The lever is smooth. There's no clickety clack. They got like a little cover over the little, I mean. That's kind of clean. A little cover over the I mean though. But I mean, I guess a little cool aesthetic. But it kind of got like a little. It kind of got like a little engine to it. The way it just like Alright, it sounds smooth. Let's see how it cut though. That's the main thing. But yeah, man, I got the Vapor, the Wall Vapor with the F32 fade out blade.
Yeah.
Pretty clean. We're gonna test these out, see what these do. Stay tuned. YouTube, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pin the hair on top, brush and comb everything down in the direction that the hair lays, because that's gonna give you a better clean cut. All right, when you go with the direction instead of fighting against the grain of the hair on how it wants to lay. So when I brush the hair, I'm brushing it at a slight slant because that's the way the hair naturally lays. So the first guideline I'm using is the bald line using my trimmers, and I'm setting my guideline in a rainbow-like curve, all right? So I'm not really setting it in straight because I want my blend to have a slight curve to it so it can stand out amongst all haircuts. Next, I'm going to use my Metal Stylecraft Instincts with the lever fully open, and I'm going up about a 1/2 inch. But notice, the closer I go to that vertical bar, I'm not really taking it up that high. All right, I'm leaving that area dark for a reason, because he only has a little bit of vertical bar to work with, so I want that area as dark as possible. Next step, putting it on the one guard with the lever open. I'm going up about a 1/2 inch, and now I'm not really gonna trip on leaving that vertical bar dark, because that one guard with the lever open is dark enough to basically put a line on it to where, you know, it doesn't look weird. So I'm gonna keep everything width-wise the same with this one guard with the lever open. So this is gonna be a disconnected taper, which means I'm not blending into the bulk. I'm just gonna take off the rest of the bulk that's on the side with a number 2. So when I blend back down, I like to use every guard that I use, but just downward. So right now I put back on the one guard, and I'm cleaning up that area between the 1 and the 2, using only my corners. Now it's time to take out that middle line. And the way that you do this is you put on the 0 guard with the lever fully closed, and in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. Start below the line, flick to the line, and use your corners the entire time. So like I said, I like to take baby steps when I go down. So in some cases that 0 guard closed doesn't take out the middle line fully. I like to go with my lever open and kind of detail that area where I see bulk. All right, I use my corners, and I'm just kind of notching off those areas as much as possible, trying to make it look as clean as much as possible as well. And the last step as far as blending out these guidelines is the lever fully closed in a flick out motion. Flick out that bottom line, flick below the line, flick to the line. And if you need to go up in any way, make sure you adjust your lever as you go up. And lastly, detailing. Detailing is extremely important, all right? This is what separates you from being a just average barber. An average barber would have left it alone and just put a line on it, got his money, got you up out of the chair. But no, to separate yourself from the rest, what you want to do is go ahead and detail. What I like to do is I like to refer to the mirror. The mirror shows me a different perspective on the blend than just looking at it head on, all right? If I don't have access to a mirror, what I like to do is I like to rest my eyes and come back to the blend. Once you rest your eyes, you'll see new things in the blend that you didn't see by just looking at it and staring at it the entire time. So make sure you rest your eyes, come back to it, and do some corner work in areas where you see bulk, all right? I'm using my corners the entire time. I'm not using that full blade. So use your corners as thinning shears and try to perfect this blend as much as possible. So when it comes to the back, I use the same exact steps. For all my students out there, people want to learn how to cut, you want to memorize your steps, all right? That's extremely important. By knowing your steps, it allows you to cut faster without thinking about what you need to do next, all right? You'll have that information in mind, and you'll just cut seamlessly without even thinking. So make sure you memorize your steps as much as possible. It'll definitely increase your time. So right now, I'm gonna work on taking down his front line to match the sides, all right? The length that his vertical bars is at, I wanna match that as much as possible. So I'm just gonna go with the grain with my one guard with the lever fully closed, and I'm gonna take off all the bulk in the front. So before I line my client up, he wanted about 1 inch off of the top all the way around. So I'm just gonna saturate my client's hair with water and just take off 1 inch all the way around using shear work. So before I line my client up, I'm gonna use some shaving cream and just, lay it on my client's front line. What this is gonna do is gonna lay the hair down and clean the skin at the same time. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply a hot towel around my client's head, leave it on for 5 minutes, take it off, blow dry until dry, and then proceed to line my client up. Gonna add some holding spray just to lock everything in and hold everything in place. That way when I go to line it, the hair doesn't move. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in a full 360, and they come out looking like
God did.
You too. This is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Listen, I got his hair pinned up right now because I'm trying to show you the cut, alright? I will take the hair down, taking out the dead clip, putting some product in his hair so his hair will curl. Just trying to show you the line and the blend. But right now, I'm gonna put some curling product in his hair. But if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, alright? HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My TikTok is official360Jeezy and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.